Hey everyone, it's your boy Pooh, and this is a quick video I felt needed to be made at some point. It's mostly a clarification, but let me give a little bit of context. As a lot of you know, my channel has gotten, while not big, it's gotten much bigger than I initially thought it would. A few of my videos have reached about 20,000 views, which is amazing. But something that's super wild is that I have one video that makes up almost half of my channel views, and that is my video on Frieza's race or species. For some reason, it has over 100,000 views, which is super insane. My friends know this, but I am super bewildered by its success. Like why? Now, okay, it's a good video. I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't good, but I could think of like 5 other videos I've made that I felt would have earned 100,000 views instead. But here we are. Anyway, because it's gotten so big, naturally there are a lot of comments on that video, and after getting bombarded by them for the past 2 months, I see that 2 comments or criticisms keep popping up in the video, and I'll be answering both comments today. Firstly, despite the fact I do mention that they are not the same thing in the video, when I am saying that Frieza's exoskeleton looks like armor, people keep telling me that he is wearing Frieza Force armor, and that I must be mistaking that. I don't really know why people think that I don't know the difference between Frieza Force armor and Frieza's exoskeleton, but I do. When I mention Frieza's exoskeleton looking like armor, I mean this on the screen. I do not mean the iconic Frieza Force armor that everyone is wearing. Again, I mention what I mean in the video, but people just don't fully listen, I guess, so there's that. Now onto the second clarification. In the video, I mentioned that Frieza's race is a sexually dimorphic species, at least likely. Now, I give my reasoning because both Frieza and King Cold are using male pronouns, and I do say for the purposes of this video, which means we cannot be 100% certain, but using my own logic, that is the conclusion I will make for the video in question. Yet people keep saying, sometimes in all caps, that Frieza's race is asexual and reproduces asexually. And they also act like that is without a doubt canon, and that I am an idiot for saying otherwise. Now, you guys know that I don't really get annoyed easily. Like, it took about 2 decades of interacting with the fandom for me to make that recent rant video, and if someone disagrees with the point of my video, I'm all for it. However, what is somewhat strange is that these people who make this comment never back it up with either 1, evidence, or 2, logic. They just say that Frieza's race reproduces asexually, usually in a smug or offensive manner. Although, even if they don't provide their own reasoning, I know where that rumor started, and it is a rumor. It started because Akira Toriyama was interviewed once, I forget the year, but he said that Frieza was born of King Cold only, and people took that to mean that King Cold laid some sort of Frieza egg and out popped our favorite mass-murdering racist. Now, the reason I don't believe that means King Cold made Frieza from some asexual process is 1, if that is what Toriyama meant, he would have simply said that without using such stilted language, and 2, Toriyama also specifies that both Frieza and King Cold are mutants of their respective people. And so I, and many others, believe this simply means that when Frieza was born, his mutation and the brunt of his power came from King Cold, not that King Cold was Frieza's only parent. Now, is this all 100% certain with the reproduction? No. That is why I said, for the purposes of this video. However, it is definitely not certain that Frieza and King Cold reproduce asexually. I, myself, lean on there being females in that species. If you do not, that's cool. Just know where your source comes from and if it can be misconstrued or not. Anyway, that's about all I got to say today. I want to say I appreciate all of you. And I do want to point out that I'm behind on my Patreon goal for the end of the year, so if you got some loose change, it would mean the world to me if you support the Patreon. But at the end of the day, that's a me problem, not a you problem. Please stay tuned for my videos in the future. I likely have a Final Flash video and a video on the capsules of Capsule Corp coming soon. Have a lovely day, everybody.